What's up? How you doing? Hopefully the new year is treating you well so far. A few things, a few very big things to announce. First, I'm pretty damn excited to say this. The vlogs are coming back. We're going back to the vlog style. We're going to be doing the meals, the workouts, everything that I'm going to be doing to lose the rest of this weight that I got and to get lean. We're closing in, damn it. We're right there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. And hopefully, if you guys need any ideas for snacks, lunches, breakfast, dinner, pre-workout, whatever, hopefully I can help. So these are going to be jam-packed again. We're going to be doing, like I said, like grocery hauls, meals, the meals prior to workouts, post-workout meals, recovery stuff, getting in there, working out, the splits throughout the week, how my week's looking, because I want to show you guys like a realistic look at what it does look like when you're getting into it and when you're trying to lean down and lose that weight. So just from my experiences, anything I can show you guys, anywhere I can help out, and hopefully you guys zoom right freaking past me and leave me in the freaking dust. You guys get way more jacked, way more lean, way more fit, a lot faster than I could. And that's just all coming from my experience and anything that I learned along the way. I'm going to be passing to you to help you out because we're in this together. You know what I mean? So that's announcement number one. Announcement number two. We are doing a little bit of a community. We're going to be doing a 100-day transformation challenge just for ourselves, just for the community, just for anybody out there who wants to really push it for 100 days, see what you could do with it. Last year I tried it out. I ended up losing like 27 or 28 pounds in those 100 days. Got pretty lean in comparison to where I was. Like we lost a pretty good amount of weight and really cinched it on down. I'll show you guys. And last time I did it alone, I just did it to really try and really push myself, see what I could do when I dial it in. But frick, guys, why not bring you along? It's fun to have some friends along the way. So if you would like to join, please do. I actually made a Discord. So if you'd like to join the community, absolutely join the community. We got people in there already. We're sharing memes, having laughs. We're showing some gains. People having some new veins coming out, some new vascularity, some weight loss that's happened over the past year. And we're sharing recipes. That one's huge. Recipe ideas to help get you lean, jacked, ready to go. And it's just a good time. Because then if you're ever feeling down or you need somebody to tell you, get your ass to the gym. We're in there to help you. And I need you guys' help too. It gets tough. It gets damn tough. So let's do it together. I'd love to see you in there. If not, hey, at least join me here along the way and do your own thing. That's fine. No worries. You do you, boo-boo. All right, and last but not least, I do realize we all have different backgrounds, we have different circumstances, we have different access to certain things. So you might see in this video, I'm not doing stuff that you would do or stuff that you need, but what I love doing is I'm a big, big fan of being well-rounded and trying everything and getting everything I can to make myself not only like more aesthetic, I want to have the aesthetic physique, I want to be strong, I want to be decently big, I don't want to be crazy big. But adding a little bit of size has been nice. Like, these are definitely up. This is definitely up. So we're looking good there. But my point here is you might see me making a meal. You might see me doing a workout. And it's not like that's the norm. Like, that's not going to always be there. So I always try to incorporate new and different things because, like I said, I understand that everyone's got different access to things. Sometimes you don't have certain equipment at the gym. Sometimes you don't have a gym. And so I'm going to be showing at-home stuff. I'm going to be showing stuff in the gym. I'm going to be showing stuff out at the parks, out in public, where you could, like, get your jog in and what I do outside of that. So we're going to be all over the place. That's all I'm saying. So if you watch this and you're like, man, I don't really like this, there's more. There's more. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Today, I'm doing a cardio-focused day. That's going to be the big focus. All cardio, just getting after it, getting crazy. I'm thinking we do some sprints, some... I think I'm going to go really hard on the bike, and that'll be part of it as well, like really pushing it, like just going all out instead of, usually that's my steady state cardio that I would do, but I think I'm going to push it today, hit bike, hit some sprints, and then maybe some sled pulls to end with it. I have to rig it because I don't have an actual sled at the gym, so I'll show you how to do that. Stay tuned, stay tuned. But for right now, to get fueled up and ready for that, we are going to be making some oatmeal-ish. The way that I see it, you can take oatmeal two different ways. You can either go more of like the classic sort of grainy, fruity sweetness, or you can go savory. If you're going savory, the awesome thing you could do to boost up the protein content of these babies is just adding egg whites into it. I'm gonna go a little bit more the like granola sweetness side because cardio is pretty grueling, especially when you're going hard. And so I want to make sure that I have plenty of carbs and fiber and fat because I want the sustained energy throughout. So I'm going to be not going crazy on carbs and having like, we're not having potatoes and pasta and everything. We're not getting crazy weight down. We're trying to have a lot more fibrous stuff. So the fiber keeps us going for longer. It helps us digest a little slower and a little better. And the fat sustains the energy level for longer. So I'm going to be getting in the fat. I'll show you guys what I'm doing right here. I got oats. If you got rolled oats, those are best. Even the quick oats are better than this. These are old fashioned. Literally almost the worst you could pick for this. But hey, let's go. I'm gonna go 40 grams here, which will be 150 calories. I'll break down the entirety of it afterwards. Then I'm gonna be adding some chia seeds. Why are they in the bag, you ask? That's a great damn question. Because there's a hole on the bottom and they fall out. Sucks because they're so tiny and they get everywhere. But yeah, so I'm going to do 2 tablespoons, which is the serving size on here. A lot of the time when I'm throwing stuff together, I'll just be going by the serving size unless I'm really, really trying to dial in something very specific. Otherwise, hey, whatever, man. In grams, it's about 24 grams. We'll see if that comes out correctly or not. That's up for debate. 1. That was exactly 12. 23. So we were very close. So I'm going to add enough so I'm at 24 grams exactly. And that's a great thing. If you don't have a scale, you could just go off of the measurements, and hopefully you have the stuff to make the measurements at least. All right. To keep this not savory, to keep this more on like, not the sweeter side, but like classic oatmeal feel, I'm going to be going with a vanilla protein powder in here. So I got this bad boy. So I'm going to be adding in, I believe it's a scoop. Yeah, 1 scoop, 32 grams. If you can't allocate too many calories to extra things to boost your protein, things like that, use water in this. That's perfectly fine for me personally. I'm going to be going with Ripple here. Very good option. It's a milk alternative made with pea protein. And it's actually got 8 grams of protein for a cup. And that's only 70 calories. So that's really good. The other option I'd go with is skim milk, because that also keeps the protein content up there. Once you go almond milk, you really start losing out on it. I used to be an almond milk fanatic. I love almond milk, but it's got like 2 grams of protein or something. So I'm opting for the higher protein. All right, 154 to be exact, because I can't pour. And then I'm going to give it a good little mixing. All right, you see that? Getting nice and not watery, but at least a little thicker soupiness. Because a lot of that's going to, all of these are going to soak up the moisture. Chia seeds big time, those as well. And then as you heat it up, there's going to be some evaporation. So you do want a little bit of fluidiness to it. I'm going to toss it in for a minute, see how it looks after that. Then we'll meet back here, finish it off with some toppings, really get going. All right, we are looking much better now. You can see I could tilt this whole thing and you can see all of it moving together in one unit. That's much better. So I'm going to give it a little mixing again. Oh yeah. This is just how I like it. If you want it a little more soupy or like porridgey, whatever, absolutely go for it. But I like having actual little bites in here. I don't know why. Just personal preference. You know how it is. All right, when we go to toppings now. So when it comes to toppings, I mean, the world's your oyster. You can take this in so many different directions. You can go maple syrup. You can go honey. You can go like a little bit of vanilla. You can do some yogurt. Like so many options. Me personally, I'm going to be taking this with some protein granola to add in the extra protein, and I love the crunch. It's oats and honey, so literally like a lot of what I was just saying, we're replicating here yet again. And then I'm going to go raspberries and blackberries, add a little bit of sweetness. Natural sugars from the fruit is going to help bump everything up, get me going, get me freaking ready to go. And then on top of that, antioxidants from them going to help big time with recovery and not cramping, things like that. Add in a little bit more carbs here, a little bit more protein, 13 grams of protein for 2/3 of a cup, and then natural sugars. So overall, what am I looking for here? Lots of carbs going in, the natural sugars, antioxidants to help with recovery, fiber, and a touch of fat. Fiber to keep everything going, help with digestion, get everything just moving nicely, not have to worry about any indigestion or filling off, and then the fat to like help sustain the energy along the way with the fiber, the carbs to pull as the energy source. yeah, I'll show you guys the finished product and talk about macros. All said and done. Let's give it a quick little taste test and I'll let you guys know. Very nice, very nice. This always gives kind of a marshmallowy flavor, like it's vanilla but marshmallow. So it mixes fairly well. I would have liked more of like a classic vanilla, but it goes perfect with the berries, honestly. 627 calories, but wait, if you skip out on the protein granola, minus 130 calories, then you're looking at under 500. So under 500 calories for this, if you skip the protein granola. Otherwise, toss it in, get your extra protein, because this has 48 grams of protein, almost 50 grams of protein, 18 fat, 68 carb, exactly what we're looking for, around that 70 mark, perfect. And then it has 18.5 grams of fiber. The fiber is going to help with, again, just sustaining yourself. So like around 14 grams, I think. It's either 12 or 14 grams is where it really starts to kick in and become like a genuine benefit from what I've read. So if that's a hard number that like is going to make all the difference in the world, I don't know. I don't know, but I read it, so I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna mow down on this, and then in like an hour, I'll be at the gym, and we'll be hitting cardio. See you there. We're in here. It's cardio day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be hitting a bike ride to start off. I'm gonna be going hard on the bike. I'm gonna go for 5 miles. I'm actually making this a challenge inside of my community where we're gonna be just trying to beat each other's times. And there's already some people in there who are smashing my time on the first challenge. So I'm hoping that some people get me this time too, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna get after it. I'm gonna hit this, and then this will get the legs nice and primed up, and then we'll be hitting some sprints as well. So I'll catch you guys shortly for that. Let's get dialed in here. Start the watch. We should be burning crazy calories today. I'm thinking 500 to 600 at the least. Let's go. Of course, we got the tunes going to keep us pumped up and ready to go. So we're going to be using those carbs we had earlier, fiber, to keep us pushing through this. Keep continually pulling those carbs to get us the energy we need to really pump this out and get absolutely crazy. Heart rate's already at the high end of zone 2, 135. Perfect, perfect. Ah, man. All right, slowing down. Dropped it down to an 8. We're a mile and a half in. 5 minutes. Ooh. Heart rate 152. We are in the middle of zone 3 now. Perfectly fine. Heart rate 166. So just over 17 minutes, right? 204 calories. That's crazy. Way over my usual. All right, what did we learn, team? Biking could be made very, very hard. Ooh. I'm gonna grab some water and probably walk it out and stretch just a little bit, because we're gonna start building up lactic acid immediately after that. We might keep the sprints pretty short because that was pretty damn good already. And 200 calories already, you know what I mean? Insane. On the day. 491. I'm only trying to get to 600 right now at the beginning of this 100-day journey, so we're already there, which is fine because I don't hit it every single day. The goal isn't to hit 600 every single day, but to average out to 600. It's nice. It's a good box to check if I hit it. But as long as I'm evening out throughout the week to 600 daily, we're right there. We're perfect. We're doing exactly what we want, getting the results we want, and we're getting into it. That's perfect. Camera's not doing it justice, but I'm sweating. You can't tell. Once I take this off, we're gonna be drenched under here. Okay, let me grab a little bit of a walk and like loosen back up, catch my breath, and then we'll get into it. You know, get back and do it again. Beat yourself the next time. Beat it again. Beat it again. But regardless, at least give it a try, personally, quietly, on your own, and write it down, you know? Put it somewhere. Because you can go back to that and look at it later and be amazed at what you can do. Like, if you go and look back at my older videos,
Running a mile used to take me damn near 20 minutes. And now I'm probably in the 8 to 9 for 1 mile. Once we go past that, pew, but that's besides the point. It's just cool to see where you progress. So even for yourself, even if you never tell anybody, write it down somewhere. See what happens. Let me be 100% honest and transparent here. When it comes to running and sprinting and things like that, definitely not my expertise, definitely not where I have a lot of knowledge. So if anybody here used to be a runner, a sprinter, a track and field kid, whatever it might be, please give me your knowledge. Help a brother out, you know? But for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give 5 solid goes here. Sprinting, walking back. The rest time will be the walking back period. I'll hit 5. If I'm feeling good after 5, I'll push it even farther. All right, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna do one in between real quick, just to make sure that I'm loosened up again, and then we'll get into it. Oh my gosh, legs are cooked. Bike really took it out of us. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be harder in 5. I'll tell you that. Oh man. All right, ready? Here we go. Frick. I'll try and switch up camera angles when I can. It might take a second. We might miss out on 1 or 2. Apologies. All right, I'm gonna do 2 right there, at least. At least it's nice and short. That's gonna help with recovery. Oh, my heart rate's already at 135 though, even with just that. That's the crazy part about really pushing it. They catch up to you quick. Like I'm gonna be huffing and puffing after this last one. That's only gonna be the 3rd one. Well, technically 4 now, but take too much time to set this one up. So this will be 3. All right. I don't know if you guys have ever seen sprinters, their legs yoked. So hopefully we get some of that residual. I know that they train at a way higher level, way longer, but there's gotta be some benefit, right? Bring you along for one? Sure. Let's go. That was crazy, huh? Everything's okay. All right. That was 4 or 5? 4, I believe. Okay, let's keep it up. I'm feeling surprisingly good. This will be 5 right here. Finish out my original. And I think we'll do 5 more after this. Biggest thing I can tell you from my experience, what I do is nice deep breaths on the way back. Through the nose, really taking it. Trying to replenish as much as I can. Another thing I found is sprint training isn't necessarily 100% full out sprint every single time. Sometimes it could be like a pyramid, similar to if you were lifting. First one, maybe you go 50%. Second, 60, 70, 80, 90. But I mean, from what I've seen, at least in red, very rarely is it 100% all out. So I mean, if you're getting tired and you feel like you're getting tight or anything feels a little off, I mean, you can pull back a ton and just hit like a 60%er. Just keep that movement up, because you're gonna get quickly more and more tired in between these, and it doesn't even matter. Like, you're going so hard, putting yourself under so much stress that like my heart rate is still 135, and I am not running anywhere near my hardest now. Ooh, we're gonna finish up with one of my personal favorites now. Doing pretty good, feeling pretty damn good. Let me see. 11 minutes, 95 calories. Crazy, right? And that helps because we already went pretty dang hard on the bike. but adding this in on top of it, like really pushing to the limit again, twice now. Like this is the real high intensity stuff that you see, like, and it takes a lot out of you, and that's why, like, this level is something I do pretty rarely. On a cardio day, it's more taking the bike for like 30 straight minutes and going decently hard, or hitting the elliptical 30 minutes decently hard, or going out for a really long walk and jogging a mile in between, or something like that. This is like the higher side of intensity for me, for sure. So, not something I normally do. Is this where I started a year ago? No. But like as I progress, I want to push myself farther and farther, do more athletic shit, feel more athletic, be more athletic. Yeah, all right, let's finish it up. I'll show you. And of course, to end it diabolically, we got sled poles, or this rigged sled pole. I'm just pulling plates across this turf that we got here, but we don't actually have an actual sled or anything, so I've had to cut them up with how to stack these so they kind of move decently enough. So let me pull this just a touch so you can kind of see what I'm working with here. Okay, so at the very bottom, you can't even see it because a really big plate is covering it. I got a 25, it's a metal one. It slides better than any of the rest because they grip pretty hard, and I'm not looking to like have extreme grip on this. I'm looking for at least some slidability. So we got a 25, the huge one's a 45. It's like a bumper plate, so it's bigger than the rest. And then we got two 45s and two 25s. You can do the math for me. So it's 3 45s and 3 25s. I did it really quick. I think it's 210. You let me know if I'm wrong, but all I'm looking to do is pull this to the end and back, probably like 4 or 5 times here. We'll see how it goes. Let me set the watch up and get after it. This is some tough stuff, and I've really been loving how it feels. It reminds me of when I used to play football and just getting back into using my body and like rebuilding my lower body to be strong again, because I've lost a lot of strength in my lower body. So I'm looking to get strong again and really be able to start pulling some crazy weight, moving some crazy weight. All comes with good time. All right, let's go. All right, I'm hoping I can pull you guys along this time. There we go. That's a cool one. Damn. I might have to adjust. Hold on one sec. Let's figure out how we're gonna be pulling this. Go from there. Oh, just tilt up a little bit. And then we're set. All right, let's go. 210 pounds, which is more than I weigh. I'm right around the 200 to 201 mark, right inside of there somewhere. I love this because it's still killer on the legs. And if you have knee pain, this really reduces your knee pain and strengthens your knees. I've actually been helping one of my buddies who has really bad knees build up his knees, and I've been having a little bit of problems with mine. This has been one of my methods to continue to train my legs to get really strong. By the end of that pull, heart rate's jumping up like crazy. 120, 130, 128, 129. Probably right around that 130 mark. So again, all right, let's go. Oh, and I realize not everyone has access to something like this. Whoops, you guys are gonna have to deal with the crazy angle, sorry. Come on. Oh, my legs are getting freaking gassed. Yeah, 133, right in zone 2. and we're just going back and forth 2 times. 6 minutes, 52 calories. So all of these are super tough, and I realize not everyone has access to stuff like this. I mean, this is just 3 belts looped together through some weights to try and get it to all even out, you know, and work out. It has a sled. I don't have an actual sled. I might get one. They're a little pricey. They're like 60 and up. Some of them are like 300 right off the bat. Crazy ones you see in the gyms are like $1,000 fucking bucks. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna finish this up, then I'll touch base with you guys at the end. See how it all goes.
Workout finito. So, I figure before I head out, I tell you guys how it all went. How you know, total calories, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to drive home. And then I'm going to have dinner. But that'll be the end of the video. So far today, 882 calories. Pretty dang good. Now, previously I said I shoot for 600 across the week. You know, it has to even out to that 600. If I find that I'm really over, even partway through the week or near the end of the week, here's the option. You could splurge a little bit more. Enjoy an extra cupcake. Grab a extra soda. Have a soft I don't know, whatever your guilty pleasure is. Enjoy it, you know. You could add in that extra 200 calories or whatever it is. But if you're like way over, I mean, the better option in general, eat something pretty protein packed, add an extra steak, add an extra burger, add an extra chicken breast, get some wings instead, like enjoy the protein, but the calorie density at the same time, you know, get that nice little mix in there. My point is if you're way over your calories out, which is the physical activity of it all, then it bring in a little extra calories or enjoy the extra deficit. But if you continually do it, your body's going to get used to that. Your body's an adapting machine. So if you're going to continue to do that, your body will adapt eventually. And it won't hit as hard. You won't be burning as much afterwards. Your body will realize that you put in a lot of work during your workouts, that it's going to really pull back during when you're at the couch, when you're walking around the house, when you're getting up and sitting back down, when you're walking around work, the office, the park. It's going to reduce those calories, especially when you're just chilling, because the body's always burning calories. So if you're putting in a ton of work and you're always burning a ridiculous amount of calories, like you're going in there and burning 1,500 calories a day, which is insane. That's a lot. Your body's going to just put you in a dormant state the whole rest of the day. And so it's going to be just that 1,500, nothing else outside. I mean, there's going to be some. But my point here, the more you focus on really trying to burn it out yourself, the less your body's going to help you out throughout the day. So that's why I'm going with that 600. If I go really over, I'll eat more to compensate, and I'll pull back the rest of the days. Maybe my rest day, instead of being an active rest day, is a genuine rest day. You know what I mean? So food for thought, as it were. I'll see you in the next one. It was a good day. And the next one is going to be the true start of the 100-day transformation. I hope you're getting after it. Join me. I'm telling you. Dial in for 100 days. See what kind of amazing transformation you can create for yourself. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Look better, feel better, be better.